Hiya, and welcome back to Sileo Tales of a New Dawn. The game that teaches us... Oh god, that's like gonna bug the fuck out of me. Hang on. There we go. The game that teaches us that you should never ever pick a fight with cats. Because they will win. And also that Lucas is a fucking cat lady. Lucas is a cat lady, and you cannot change my mind. Anyways, let's just hop right in. And that's pretty much everything. I mean, I stayed a little while after that, but that was the end of that conversation for the most part. And you know, Lucas was right about all of it. If I'm honest, he didn't tell me anything I didn't already know somewhere deep down. But it really helped to hear it from somebody else. Helps me to know I'm on the right track with what I'm thinking. And with that said, I know I owe you both an apology for last night. The topic, it caught me off guard, and I reacted in a really shitty way. You guys didn't deserve that, and I know you meant nothing by it. You couldn't have known I'd still have a stick up my ass about it so many years later. Pretty pathetic, huh? Diego and I had been listening to Tobias speak for at least a quarter of an hour by this point. Hiya! He was anything but concise or to the point, but in fairness to him, he covered quite a lot. Chances are that Lucas was already more familiar with the topic before Tobias' explanation, but nonetheless, I felt as though it all made perfect sense to me now. I understood Tobias' resentment, even if I didn't agree with it. It was strange seeing Tobias so serious about something. Usually he was cracking jokes and innuendos or going off on his crazy tangents, and this degree of openness was similarly unfamiliar coming from someone so enigmatic. Tobias had always been that way. If you ever asked him anything about himself, there was a good chance that his answer would be a fantastical and far-fetched fabrication. But having known him for so long, Diego and I became all too familiar with his many tells, the absence of which suggested to us that everything he told us was 100% true. Even that sole inconsistency, the one about how Lucas and Ty had first met Rusty, it made sense, even if it conflicted with what I already knew. It did not surprise me that Ty hadn't said as much, especially with Logan present. I was curious to find out more, but given the nature of the topic, I suspected it was a topic better left alone. Yo, why are there so many fucking network issues? It's not pathetic, Tobias. Ty and me, we've only been dating for about 2 weeks, and we've already broken up twice. Now that's pathetic. How the hell did you manage that? It's a long story. He ain't kidding. Well, I expect you to fill me in sometime when we don't have a concert to get to, Kay? You bet. Just be prepared to buckle in because it's one hell of a ride. He ain't kidding there either. Shit, now you fuckwads went and got me curious. But, hey, we're okay, right? We're still friends? That's loud. I don't know, dude. You were smacking me a bunch before. I expect an apology for that, too. As if it's your fault for being so fun to smack these days. You never used to jiggle back in the day. The fuck? So that's why you were giggling the whole time. Hell yeah, dude. It's fucking awesome. It fucking ain't. Well, you're fucking wrong then. Seeing you all roly-poly, it's one hell of an upgrade if you ask me. Good thing nobody is asking you then. I swear to God. Jeez, you guys, get a room already. Damn. Hey, I want no part of this. Aw, you're breaking my heart, Diego. Good. Believe it or not, this aspect of our group's dynamic was entirely new. I was all too aware that Tobias had a type that Diego had unwittingly become in the 2 years since they'd last met. Looking past his jovial facade, it was clear to me that Tobias was quite taken with Diego's new look. Unfortunately for him, however, it seemed the attraction was one-sided and unlikely to be reciprocated anytime soon. All the same, I knew Diego would need to endure a lot more playful torment in the days to come. No, knowing Tobias, it was likely more like the months to come. All the same, I doubted anything more would come of it. It was obvious that Tobias still cared about Logan, but that was mixed in with so many other conflicting emotions. It was hard to know what would or even could happen for certain. Tobias hadn't changed one bit since back then, and in the years we'd all been friends, there surely wouldn't have been a sign of some sort if Diego had been interested in him. Then again, I could never have predicted he would sleep with Eric. Oh god, Diego and Tobias, it's possible, isn't it? In the wise words of Diego, butt babies. Diego, look at Aidan's face. Oh god, I just remembered it was there. Let me take it down. I'm gonna take it down real quick. That was my scones recipe. What the fuck is popping up? What the fuck keeps popping up? Oh, that. Yeah, I need to, like, minimize that. Diego, look at Aidan's face. He's either doing long division in his head, or he just shit himself. What? And neither of those things are true. Oh yeah? Then what was that weird look on your face just now, eh? I was doing long division in my head. Don't judge me, I couldn't think of anything else. It was so better than admitting the truth. Don't lie, nobody remembers how to do long division. Shut up. I decided that a change of topic was in order, and not just because I was making a fool of myself. There was less than half an hour until the concert was due to start, and there were still several things that needed to be said. Anyway, to answer your question from, a while ago now, yeah, we're cool. And as for, well, all that stuff you just told us about, do you feel more comfortable talking about it now, or more comfortable? Technically, yeah, but I'd still prefer if you avoided the topic. It's kind of a buzzkill, you know? But if there's anything you need to say, the buzz already died last night, so go ahead. Lucas seriously talks to his cat? I didn't even know he had a cat. Dude, yeah, he's a total homo. He's all tough, mean, and shit on the surface, but behind closed doors, Huxley bosses his cranky ass around constantly. It's fucking hilarious, dude. I'll say, man, I'll never look at old Lucas the same way ever again. I haven't even told you the best bit. Usually, the damn cat wins. No, it fits. It fits. It fits. It fits. Someday, I've just gotta meet this cat. If you're dating Ty, it's only a matter of time. Anyway, how about an actual question? One that's on topic. Kinda seemed like you had something to say, Aidan. Yeah, you're right, and I know I'm gonna feel shitty about saying it because I know you need time to process your feelings and figure out what it is you want. Huh? What is it? Earlier, Logan dropped by the venue to say hello and to wish Ty luck. He can't come because he's taking part in the combat tournament. I assume you haven't been following it? To be honest, I avoid that sort of thing. Eh? I thought you said you were way into that stuff. I was, but these past few years, all it did was dredge up painful memories. Oh, so that's why we never knew about it. Makes sense, and if you'd been following the tournament, you'd know the finals are due to begin in less than an hour, and you'd know that Logan is one of the 2 finalists. What? He's fighting? Is that weird? From what I keep hearing from a few of our friends, he's pretty damn good, too. Back in high school, we joined the MMA club together. He was good, hell, amazing in fact, but he dropped out in less than a week. It's a Thursday. Day 19 is a Thursday. Ain't fun getting clocked in the nose. I know how that feels. Actually, he didn't seem to mind being hit all that much, but he didn't know the extent of his strength. Less than a week after we joined, he broke some poor kid's leg. Whoa. He quit after that. He never lost his love for the sport, but from then on, he refused to take part himself. He always felt guilty about what he'd done, even though he knew it wasn't his fault. Didn't you say you two got in a fight once? Yeah, and as much as it hurt my pride, if I hadn't backed off, he might have torn me apart. Damn, dude. I can't believe he's fighting again. That's just not like him. Maybe he really needs the money, or He told me he fights to punish himself, and because he hopes that you'll be watching. What? But I don't... What is he... Is he nuts? He tried to contact you years back, once he'd finally wrapped his head around the message you'd sent. Problem is, he took too long. By then, you'd already deleted your accounts and changed your number. He tried tracking you down, but because you didn't have social media or anything, he never found you. He deeply regretted not acting sooner. He never forgave himself for that. Even now, he's pretty cut up about it. He hopes that if you see him, maybe you'll get back in touch with him. His goal was to make the finals since they're broadcasted nationwide. He doesn't even know you're back in town. That's stupid. It's been years. Why does he... I guess that's just how much you mean to him. Earlier, he told me something. He's just about giving up hope. He still hopes that maybe, just maybe, you'll be watching. But after this last fight, win or lose, it's time for him to move on. But I don't know if I mean, there's still so much shit I need to work out. I'm not ready. I'm sorry. I know this is the last thing you want right now, but I thought you should know. At least this way you still have a chance, if that's what you decide. Shut up with your apologies. I mean, I'm not here to shoot the messenger again. Did a good enough job of that last night. Do you think he really means it? Do you think he's really gonna move on? I haven't known him long, but I believe he's genuinely committed to that. Yes. Fuck, shit, son of a bitch, what do I do? I don't even know what I want yet. What do I do? I have an idea. The way I see it, if you go to the tournament, you get to watch him get punched in the face. Either you still hate him, and that's, I don't know, cathartic or something, or you love him, and watching that sucks. But either way, you'll feel something, right? This is how you'll know what to do. And the best part is, there's no way he'll spot you in that massive crowd. He'll never know you were there if that's what you want. What, Diego, did you really just give what sounded like smart advice? Oh my god. The impossible has happened. I mean, just... Congratulations, Diego. Congratulations. You gave smart advice, Diego. Congratulations. Not bad, Diego. That might just work. Nice job. Damn right, I'm a fucking genius. Now let's not be too hasty with all that genius crap. Ugh, but I promised Lucas I'd come to the concert. He even had a ticket set aside for me just in case. Really? Man, Lucas is prepared for anything. Except technology. Ain't that the truth? But you know, you have a point. And actually getting to see Logan after all these years too, I think that'll help me work things out. Diego and I watched as Tobias retrieved his concert ticket from his pocket. He stared at it for several seconds in contemplation, then he tossed it aside where it landed in the grass, his mind made up. Thanks, you guys. I mean it. This really helped. Can you tell Lucas why I won't be coming? I feel bad. Don't feel bad. Lucas is going to be so proud of you. Should have seen his face light up when he heard where I was going. He was ecstatic that you'd actually taken his advice. Final hours, Majora's Mask. Well, he was right, and I trust him, even if I usually don't follow his advice, for better or for worse. Anyway, I guess this means I've got a tournament to see. It starts soon, doesn't it? Yep, you better move your ass. Alright, thanks you guys, and hey, sorry again for being an ass. Pfft, we're used to it, right, Aidan? Business as usual. Yeah, I guess so. See you when I see you, fags. Catch you round, homo. Says the guy going to watch shirtless men grope each other. Jealous. Catch you round, losers. Diego and I watched with broad smiles as Tobias made his departure from the park, headed in the direction that would take him across the bridge and into the heart of downtown where the tournament was taking place. Well, that went better than last night. No shit, I'm just glad I got the chance to tell him about Logan before it was too late. I admit, I was ready to kill you there for a sec, you know, if he didn't kill you first, but hey, what do you know? Took it pretty okay. You're one lucky son of a bitch. I sure am. So, when are you going to tell him you and Logan slept together, I'd prefer not to think about it. Whoa, hey, look at the time. We'd be lucky not to miss the start of the concert at this rate. We should get going. Aw, don't be so dramatic. We've got 15 minutes, and the walk only takes 5, though, hey, Eric walked this morning, didn't he? He's sticking around to watch, right? He'll still be there? Yeah, he is there, supporting his new boyfriend and all that. Or hoping to see Lucas get all sweaty under those stage lights. Still, If Tobias can do it, so can I. Time for the best apology ever made in the history of ever. You sound confident. Good for you. If we get a move on now, you might just have a chance to do it before the music starts. Yeah, let's get going. Don't want to give Eric another reason to be pissed at me. And so the two of us began walking the short distance to the venue. We were both excited, if a little nervous, though for entirely different reasons. I hoped we'd both discover there was nothing to be worried about. Holy dooly. What's up? Find something? You wouldn't bloody believe it, mate. Avagander. Rue held up what was clearly a ticket to the very concert which we were headed. And despite finding it in the tall grass of a local park, it was entirely pristine. Clearly, whoever misplaced it did so quite recently. Your luck continues to astound me. Quickly, in your pocket before its owner comes back searching for it. Way ahead of you, Cobber. And you know, I don't recognize its luck, mate. Nah, I reckon it's karma. We just got done scoring us some brownie points, and now it's karma's shout. And I say, better than the bloody window, eh? I admit, I'm a little disappointed. I was looking forward to watching you squeeze that hulking frame of yours through a window much too small for you. As long as the window doesn't swipe me trackies or lead me nose first into someone's dunny, she's a beauty in my books, mate. I don't understand half of this. Someone's dunny? Now, why do I get the feeling you're speaking from experience? Mate, I've got yarns. Some that'll make you chunder. But we've got a show to catch, so put a sock in it and rattle your dags? Oh no. You've fallen into someone's toilet before, haven't you? Mate, if only it were a oncer. That was actually kind of funny. Holy shit, this place is packed. What were you expecting? They did sell out. I know, it's just wow. Look at all the security. I can see 3, 4, no wait, there's one more. 5 dudes at least. And geez, they look serious too. Ty did say they stepped up their security, but wow, these guys are cut above the usual. You're right, there's not a fat old dude among them. They're all like muscly and shit. Hey, that's kind of rude. Dude, seriously, all the security positions I've seen pay minimum wage and expect you to put yourself in danger to earn it. Young fit dudes have better, safer ways to earn a buck. So all the guards are old dudes, desperate for work. Bro. Russell's speech is easy to understand. Diego had a point, and thinking about it, all the security guards I could remember were old and more than a little chunky. I know I wouldn't want to do their job for a minimum. That was for damn sure. I swear to God, the stream might be shitting itself just a tiny bit. A newfound respect for security guards aside, I couldn't help but notice that whoever these guys were, they certainly weren't on minimum wage. They almost looked like some sort of private military. Man, where the hell did Ty find these guys? I don't know, but with them wandering around, it'll be tough for someone to sabotage the show. Speaking of, I wonder if there's anyone suspicious in the crowd. Yo, is the stream shitting itself? Bah, now I'm the one stalling. But at least I don't need Lucas's cat to tell me off for it. Come on, let's find that rat. Think he's backstage somewhere? He might be. Either way, someone back there will know where to find him. Come, it's this way, behind the security guy. Right. We approached the sentry who guarded the passageway leading backstage. He asked us both our names before radioing ahead for our permission to proceed. Eventually, a voice on the radio confirmed our identities, and the sentry stepped aside, allowing us both to continue onward. they were taking this seriously. I'm sorry, but fear. Haha. Hey guys, I'm back. I'm sorry that took so long. Ah, what terrific timing. And hello, Diego. I'm glad you could come. Come on, like I'd missed this. Besides, you did give me the day off. That I did, my dear. Still, I'm glad to see you chose to spend it here. How did it go with Tobias? Well, he recounted what he'd said last night when he visited you. I guess that was the most economical way to tell the same story again. Oh, and your cat sounds like a total badass, by the way. Half right. Drop the bad. Huxley's just an ass. The way you two squabble sounds fucking hilarious. It's no... It is! Lucas merely scowled at Ty, who smiled innocently in response, while Diego and I shared a brief laugh before I finished filling Lucas in on what had happened. By the sounds of things, he told us everything he told you, so I think we're in the loop now. Oh, and when Logan dropped by earlier, he told us he was ready to try and move on. Oh, now I feel like an idiot for saying he had time. There's no way you could have known. Anyway, I told him as much, and he agreed that the best thing to do would be to go to the tournament. Seeing Logan and watching him fight should hopefully help him decide what his next move should be. Makes sense. That's sound advice. I came up with that. Huh? Really? Yeah, I can give good advice too, you know. What's the saying? A broken clock is right twice a day? What the ever-loving fuck do we keep saying, Lucas? What do we keep saying, Lucas? Wipe that smile off your face, or we will be poking your dead body with a stick. Yeah, that's it. Hey, so what's up with the troops? Looks like you've hired a private militia. Not far from the truth. We have Lucas here to thank for their presence. They were expensive, but they're professionals. This is our first show, and with the momentum we have, it's worth making sure nothing goes wrong, even if we're running at a loss to ensure that. First impressions matter most, and if we nail it here tonight, we'll easily make it all back with future shows. Whatever it takes to be certain that Glenn can't screw with our production. Yo, guys, you're not going to believe this, but Rose here. Speak of the devil. He's here himself in person? But how? Your show begins at the same time as ours, and we're due to go on in 10 minutes. Are you certain it was him? Oh, yeah, it's definitely him. Should have warned me he was sexier in person. Well, his sex appeal was not exactly our primary concern. Well, maybe it should have been because, oh boy, he brought even sexier company. I'm all weak in the knees. Company? What the hell are you talking about? He's got this complete stud of a kangaroo with him, and he's huge. Probably as tall as you are, Lucas, and wow, his tail. You know what they say about guys with thick tails, right? Right? Oh dear, but focusing on the matter at hand, how is this possible? Doesn't make any sense. How? Why? No sign of Glenn himself? Just the two of them. I waited a minute or two just to be sure. You mean you were staring and just forgot to come sooner? Well, yeah, mostly. In the end, Jay and I ended up playing rock, paper, scissors to decide who got to keep staring. And by staring, I mean stay put and keep tabs on them. Come, Lucas. Let us take a look ourselves. Right. I'm coming too. Certainly, my love. Check in with Jay. If they've been up to anything, you'll have the deets. And don't worry about losing them. Those big yellow ears are the tallest thing in the room. When was the last time I even saw a kangaroo in person? I'm actually kind of excited. Remember, he is no friend of ours, my love. I know. Let's go. Ty nodded with a nervous smile before turning away and following a simmering Lucas who was muttering something about tails and hi-hats under his breath. I was surprised to see Eric had not followed the trio as they went to observe our unwanted guests. But like hell I was going to look a gift horse in the mouth. This was perfect. I had Eric right where I wanted him. So what gives? I thought for sure you'd be back out there taking another look. Well, with all that enthusiasm. I sighed. It was obvious he wasn't all that keen on my company, nor was he willing to engage in any small talk to try and break the ice before things got awkward. Yeah, but this Lucas is hilarious. but it didn't matter. The time to speak up was now, and if Tobias could do it, psh, it'd be a piece of cake. Okay, I'll skip the small talk and get straight to the point. I'm glad we got a moment alone like this because, well, I wanted to talk to you about yesterday. You're an asshole. Yep, I know. You're completely right. I fucked up big time. I can't excuse the shit I said. There is no excusing the shit I said. You deserve so much better than that, Eric, and I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I screwed up. So bad. No shit. I'm a fucking idiot, man. That's kind of fucking obvious. You don't need me to tell you that. You're one dense motherfucker, alright? You know it. Case in point. You remember Kyrix, right? He is an asshole, too. Actually, I've been thinking, insult aside, I'm actually kind of fond of assholes, you know? And pricks. I like them, too. I prefer to think of him as something I'm not a fan of. When I was a kid, I saw someone on the internet refer to, or, you know, Lady Bits as a... What? What's that? Hang on. Oh, wow. I'm definitely not saying that. Definitely not. And it's stuck with me ever since because it sounds fucking horrifying. Wait, no. Oh, yeah, I like that. People fucking hate that word, and it's like a double whammy of grossness. What do you think? Eric glared back at me, my attempts at lightening the mood falling entirely flat so far. I expected that, but thankfully I was far from finished with my apology. Well, anyway, the way I treated you yesterday, that's exactly how Kyrix used to treat me when others were around, and I didn't realize that until after you'd already left. It's like I said, I'm a fucking idiot, man, and here's the proof. Because I know what it feels like to be on the receiving end of that kind of bullshit. I know how much it fucking hurts. He always acted as though he was ashamed of being seen with me. He always acted like we weren't together, like I was just some clingy regret of his. I wasn't good enough, I was never good enough. I busted my ass trying to make that relationship work, man. I tried so hard to make him happy and live up to his high standards. Looking back, the game was rigged. I could never achieve those things. Oh god, we need to get rid of, Granny Lucas. Because it's, like, very inappropriate for it to be out now. Sorry, I know this isn't about me. I know how I made you feel, because it's how Kyrix used to make me feel every single day for the 9 or so months we were together. 9 months is a long-ass time, man. Long enough that I guess some of Kyrix's worst traits have rubbed off on me. The last thing I want is to be anything like that. That monster, but I know I'm already too late. I'm really sorry for what I said and how I made you feel. Nobody should have to feel that way. It's the fucking worst. And you think I'd know that well enough not to make someone else feel that way. And I'm sorry for hitting you too. I panicked and did the worst possible thing I could have done. I'm an idiot, as you know, and it caught me completely off guard with no time to consider my actions. I actually wanted to contact you earlier. I was really upset about what I'd done. But taking the time to think about my apology was the right move. I even thought about what I'd say instead if I could go back and do it all over again. What I'd tell Aidan, I mean. Well, this ought to be good. Let's hear it then. I'd look him right in the eye and I'd say, it's exactly what it looks like. Damn right we fucked, and you know what else? It was the shit. This handsome-ass motherfucker know what's up. Mr. Plow guarantee ain't no bullshit. Eric here wrecked my shit 8 times in one fucking night. How jealous do you think he'd be after that? 9. Eh? It was 9 times. Guess I was kind of delirious towards the end there. How do you find the fucking energy, man? You didn't seem tired at all. I was aiming for double digits. If I pulled that shit, my fat ass would have a heart attack by, like, the 3rd... I guess I know why sitting down feels so weird. Anyway, man, I want you to know I came clean with him afterward. I told him everything, including how much of a fucking stud you are. And if you don't believe me, ask him. He'll tell you. Eric looked up at me, a strange and gentle sadness in his eyes. I couldn't tell you what went through my head as I stared into those eyes. Regardless, I looked down at those eyes and sensed a vulnerability I'd never before recognized. Having him look up at me, it felt wrong. And so, as if commanded by guilt, I eased down to my knees instead. This way, I was the one looking upward at him. Perhaps it was silly, but it felt like the right thing to do. What? Pondering what to say next, my mind drifted back to something Tobias had said earlier on. Immediately, I knew it was the right thing to say at that moment. I know it's too late to change what I did, but hopefully it's not too late to make it right. If you'll let me, I want to make it up to you. Huh? But how? If I was picky about it, that'd just show that I'm insincere. So, however you prefer, say the word and I'll make it happen. Whatever it takes to make things right again. Do you really mean that? I'm not like Kyrix. I refuse to be, and anything I can do to prove that is a small price to pay. Then suck me off. Right here, right now. The sheer brazenness of Eric's request caught me completely off guard. I couldn't believe he'd ask me to do that, especially here where any number of people could waltz right in without warning. Have you lost your mind? I knew you were all talk with nothing to back it up. What? Hey, no, listen for a sec. I'll fucking do it, and if it has to be right here in the green room to prove my sincerity, then so be it. Maybe we should consider finding somewhere a little more private, you know, for everyone else's sake. Wait, you'd really do that right here if I insisted? For real? Whatever it takes. I mean that. On your feet, dumbass. Eh? Get off your damn knees already. You're kneeling there already looks shady as fuck. I did as instructed, climbing my feet in front of Eric. Then, out of the blue, he did something entirely unexpected, and wildly out of character, which caught me by complete surprise. What? Oh, thank God it was... Took me a second to process such a truly bizarre moment. I could hardly believe it. Eric was hugging me? But why? What are you... It's called a hug, fucknuts. Well, yeah, I mean, I knew that, but why? What the fuck for? Several long, slightly uncomfortable, even highly confusing moments passed in silence as I waited for Eric's reply. Eventually, he would release me from his grasp and take a few steps backward. And only then did he decide to give me his response. I've been treated that way my entire life by so many people. I was used to ignoring it or doing my best to take it in my stride. I think it was one of those things, ignorance is bliss and all that. But lately I've learned how it feels when someone actually cares about you, and it's the first time I've ever felt that. That can't be right. What about your parents, your family? They're monsters, every last one of them. To them, I was nothing more than a resource to exploit, a slave for their stupid fields, and a plaything for their sick amusement. Eric's words were laced with almost a lethal dose of hatred. I'd never once heard him mention his family, not even in passing, and it was plain to see there was a good reason for that. An unusual, and perhaps even a touch refreshing, as I found Eric's sudden candidness, I nonetheless hoped the topic of Eric's past was one I wouldn't have to revisit. The shift in his mood alone had already turned the room ice cold. Sorry, I had no idea. I know, that's the point. Point is, Jay was the first person that made me feel like I was worth something, and now, knowing how that feels, I refuse to accept anything less than anyone. Less from anyone. So that's why you put me in my place yesterday. That makes a lot of sense. It was definitely the right thing to do at any rate. I should be thanking you. And just so you know, you do matter, Eric. You've always mattered. And I should never have needed that wake-up call to actually realize that. Going forward, I'll promise I'll be less of a dick. Make sure to give you the respect you deserve, and if anyone's an ass, I'm gonna kick him straight in theirs. Thanks, Diego. You know, I really underestimated you. I figured I'd be lucky to get an apology in the first place, and even then, I figured it would probably suck ass. But that was actually pretty good. You kind of nailed it. Well, after everything that happened with Kyrix, I better have. As horrible as all that was, I learned a lot from it. And I'm learning a lot from it in hindsight, too. Suddenly, I recalled Eric's recent request and how suddenly it was buried beneath our continued conversation. Oh, hey, so about me doing, you know. I was testing you, dumbass. I wasn't serious. I just needed to see if you were. And why the hell would you even risk bringing the topic back up? Unless... God damn it, Eric. Eric gasped before his signature mischievous grin spread from cheek to cheek across his face. Uh-oh, here it comes. You want to do it, don't you, Diego? Shut up. That ain't a no. I know it. Yeah, laugh all you want. I guess it's Jay's job now, huh? I'll leave that for him to handle. Oh, and congratulations, man. Jam must be pretty damn special if you of all people are settling for just one dude. Oh, well, you know, nobody ever said we were exclusive. Wait, huh? Variety is the spice of life, right? We always play together, but that doesn't mean it has to be just us, if you get what I'm saying. Huh. So, if you happen to see the new and improved Mr. Plow & Co. online sometime, make sure you say hello. The Mr. Plow Guaranteed is now a package deal. Sure. Holy shit. Heh, look at you. I've never seen your face turn that red before. That's hilarious. Shut up. Come on, I think we should join the crowd before the show starts. Not that you know, but when you're this tall, location is everything. Unless you want to hoist me up those big, strong shoulders, heh. No way. We'll see. That ain't a no either. It was the last thing I'd expected to happen, but somehow Eric and I had bonded, and it felt as though Eric and I... Oh crap, did this mean we're friends now? Oh man, what have I got myself into? Well, he was certainly correct about those ears. There is no chance that we'll lose him in the crowd with those things sticking up. Across the room stood Ro, smiling calmly as he waited for the show to begin, and beside him was a man whose identity was so obvious he needed no introduction. After all, kangaroos were a rare sight in this part of the world. He was a long way from home. Oh no, he's hot. Oh no, he's hot. Eric wasn't exaggerating. He is certainly pleasing to the eye, that much I cannot deny. Thankfully, though, unless his plan is to charm us all to death, he looks bare little threat. If they were coming to do damage, they really should have done something about those ears. You can't miss those in the crowd. Where he is, my dear, and perhaps that is their true plan? Rose sneaks away while our big-eared friend remains in place, and we simply assume the two of them are still together? Oh shit, good point. I hadn't thought about that. Damn, and here I thought Ro, the other one I mean, was pretty tall himself. Glenda must look like a little kid next to those guys. Why, yes, I can only imagine so, and I'm certain that brings him no end of misery. Heh, so any idea what their plan might be? None, I'm afraid, but Jay and Lucas have gone to inform the security team. They will be under close watch, and honestly, them turning up themselves may have been a blessing in disguise. We know exactly who to watch. I just hope they aren't both intended as diversions. Hey, fellas. You find those big ears? Indeed we did. The kangaroo is hot, right? He's so exotic. Wait, let me see. Where are they at? Over there. See them ears? Ooh, yeah, and hey, that's definitely the guy from yesterday. What was his name again? Rude? Ro, and that's Rue next to him. Huh? But I thought the guy from yesterday was called Ro. Yes, but the guy with him is called Rue. What? They're both called Ro? No, I mean Rue, as in kangaroo. R-O-O. The fuck? Seriously, some creative-ass parents he had. It's a nickname. Anyway, he's Glenn's drummer. So what the fuck is he doing here, then? Like Ty said earlier, hasn't he got a show to play across town? Haven't they both got a show to play across town? Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out. Must have rescheduled or something. Though surely that'd be against the rules. Not that I'd expect Glenn to play by any rules anyway. This makes no sense. The kangaroo is hot, though. Actually, they both are. Right? Heh, I wonder if they'd give me their numbers. So, is it just me, or do the two of you seem kinda chummy all of a sudden? Told you I was gonna do it, and I did it properly, too. Oh, yeah, Aidan. What did Diego tell you about the other night, eh? Oh, well, all sorts, actually, but to sum it up, you were clearly the best he's ever had. Oh, my. Really? You never told me that. Heh. Well, yeah, it was. You were. Peh. Aw, shucks. Oh, goodness, it would seem that it is time for us to take the stage. I am so excited. I'm so excited. Hang on, let me look at the files real quick. I gotta look at the files. I need to know if there's a video. I hope there's a video. Even though I'll cry because it'll, like, shit itself. Hang on. Sileo PC. Sileo Tales of a New Dawn. Game. Aww. Looks like there's none of that, and the stream is also shitting itself. Okay, you'll be okay, right? Of course, my dear. Remember, our security team are professionals. We even have a subtle cue we can give from the stage if we see anything untoward. What is it? If they try anything, I'll stop them myself if I have to. Please, my dear. I appreciate you wanting to help, but let security take care of it, okay? Do not put yourself in harm's way. Alright, just be safe, okay? I promise, my love. See you soon, okay? And please, everyone, enjoy the show. This is gonna be awesome. Fuck yeah, kick some ass, Ty. Good luck, Ty. I love you. And I love you, Aidan. See you soon. See you soon, Ty. Hey, how sweaty you reckon Jay and Lucas are gonna get? It's pretty hot under all those stage lights. Heh, I fucking knew you'd be thinking that. Heh, duh, of course I am. Well, with all those fast songs at the front of their set, but they'll be drenched in no time. You think? Definitely, dude. You'll see. And so, Ty joined with the others to take the stage and begin their performance. I could do nothing but wait nervously for the show to begin while my companions discussed the many intricacies of their perspiration. I had no idea what Diego might have said to Eric, but whatever it was worked almost too well. Either way, I was glad to see them back on good terms, and I hoped Diego had learned his lesson from all this. Nonetheless, their playful banter could do little to distract my focus, which instead was locked firmly upon Glenn's bandmates on the opposite end of the room, chatting to one another as they waited for the show to begin. I felt powerless, frustrated that I couldn't foresee whatever it is they were planning. Couldn't do anything to prepare for it. I felt uneasy, scared, but there was nothing that I could do. I really hope these security guys are as good as you say they are, Ty. Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Are you Hang on. No, I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad at all.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
But seriously though, this actually kind of works out because actually, when is the next update? Let me check when the next update is. Okay, what was the exact day? Hmm. 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 Well, it seems that, like, that's all there is for Sileo. Words cannot describe the fact that my heart hurts. I'm actually curious what it'll say if we try to select anything else. Actually, I don't know when the next update is. Hang on, let me, like, show you all what I'm looking at. Yeah, here's what I'm looking at. I'm, like, looking for information on it. Check out the FAQ. Three. On the 2nd of every month. We aim to release a new update for both our public and Patreon builds on the 2nd of every month. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question real quick. Do we want to wait to start a new game until the new update, or do we want to start one, immediately hop off as soon as the next build is released, or just, or wait until the new one is released? Trying to figure out the next move. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it in the chat real quick. Well, anyways, I'm gonna leave off here, so, stay safe, have a good night, and I honestly don't know if I'll see you tomorrow.